What is up, my dudes? Alright, so I'm going to be talking about today what I would do if I were Pixonic. I do not have any degree or education in video game making or anything, so I can guarantee you that if all these games, all these different rebalances were to be put into place, I don't know to what level it would help. I know it would help, but who knows what problems would be associated with this. Alright, so make sure to like and subscribe and have a great day. Alright, so number one, we have boosters. Boosters are a huge problem, I believe, in the game. There's so many MK2s, 3s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever. And if we just kind of nerf a few of those, I know that the game would be much easier to handle. Alright, so there's this thing on the boosters that when you're in a squad, you're going to have 2% extra per player that has this booster on. So your squad's going to get a pretty huge boost. If your entire squad has boosters on, you're going to get 10%, and then on top of that, an extra 10% from every single one of your squad mates, which in my opinion is way unfair, you know? Full squads already have all this stuff, and then there's no possible way that if, you know, somehow you're to be matched with MK2 players versus MK2 squatters that aren't on Discord or anything, and both of you had boosters, well, guess what? The squad will have 10% faster, 10% less reload time. It's really messed up to me, and I think that's just a very massive part of unfairness. When they made that, did they really not think that full squads were going to definitely dominate because of that? And I don't know why they did that, but whatever. I think that needs to be taken out. I don't think boosters as a whole need to be taken out. If that is not enough, I think that if the game would you probably want to take those boosters out. Alright, number two, and this is again having to do with boosters. Speed boost. Speed boost is very OP. As a whole, it gives you 10% more, and then again, if you have that 2%, it's like 20% extra speed. But if you just have that booster right there, it's 10%. And if you have a level 1 bot, well, it's probably going to speed up 10 to 20% over the course of all of your upgrades. So if you're, you know, putting that speed booster on, it's like upgrading its speed to 6 to 12 levels, which is dumb in my opinion. You know, you're already getting the damage boost and whatever that upgrade you 1 level. This is going to upgrade you 6 to 12. That's way unfair. And I feel like if we were to take that away, well, full squads would have a lot, and again with the past booster thing, full squads would have a lot less rewards. Because right now they can earn $1 million per match in 3-minute matches. They're earning millions of silver per hour. Meanwhile, we're down there just earning 300k per game, and then you play 8 games per time, you're earning 2.4. Meanwhile, they're earning upwards of 10 to 20. That's very unfair, and I don't think that we need to really nerf those full squads. Alright, number 3. And that is increase silver payouts. I don't really think the silver price for the upgrades needs to be reduced. I think it's the silver payout that needs to be increased by massive amounts. If you're in a regular old match, you don't watch any ads, and lose or something, you're probably going to gain less than 20,000 silver. And with it being that, well, you know, you're going to need 5 to 10 million silver per day, well, I mean, you're going to have to do many matches and multiple hours of work every single day, and that's the problem. It's an endless grind that I don't think free-to-play players really need to do right now. I don't think that you need to grind for hours every single day just to be able to afford the next upgrade. So, number 4, and that is economy. The price, well, not the price, we already talked about the silver outlet. So, the upgrade times are insane, and I understand that, you know, they're a company, they need to make money and all, but at that point, the economy is horrible. The past economy, I gotta say, was not that great. I don't want this to be a game that you just quit in, you know, a couple months or whatsoever, and you just max out everything and you're done. I don't think that's what this game should be, but the fact is, to get a full MK2 hanger would take you multiple years. Years, guys. Now, currently I'm running things that have low upgrade time, so it's not going to take it's not going to take me many years, but still, getting to that is insane, and you can have up to 5 hangers. It makes no sense to me, and I think that the upgrade times need to be reduced even more to what they are today, because we did have a little bit of an economy change, but that was not near enough, at all. Alright, number 5, I'm pretty sure, yeah, number 5, and that is combining servers. They obviously, in the, they did a survey, and they mentioned that, and a lot of people voted for it, so I think it might happen. But if they put that on there and they have no intent of actually doing it, I think that's very stupid, if they were to do that. So I think that that's going to happen in the year. I don't know how hard this is to actually do. Again, I do not have that degree in computer science or whatever, but I know there's probably going to have to be some deals to be signed, some paperwork, I don't know what it is, and then tighten up the matchmaking because of this, because if you have combined servers, you're going to have 2-3 times players, and yeah, I think if they tighten up the matchmaking, full squads and regular players are going to benefit very much, because right now I am in Champion League, and I am going up against High Master and Champion League players. That should not be the case. I should be going up against other Champion League players. There are over 20,000, I'm pretty sure there's 20,000 players in the Champion League currently, so why am I continuously going up against Master League players? That's because there's just not enough people. There's not enough people. So unless you want these 3-minute, like, matchmaking times, or you want to combine the servers, I think it's the best in Pixonic's best interest to go for that combined server approach. Also, if needed, there are different servers for different countries, and continents. Like, we have the Asia server, we have North America, South America, whatever. So I think if needed, if the matchmaking is not good enough as it is, we could definitely think about going and combining a couple of those servers together into one massive server, because there are over 1 million Warbots players out there. If we combine all of those together and we're not divided, well, guess what? We are going to have a hella ton of players that are going to be able to increase this matchmaking so much. But I don't know if I want to go up against Chinese players every single day or people of different countries, but if that's what it comes to, I'm willing. Okay, number 6. And this is very important. I feel like what has happened in the Warbots community, we are plagued with negativity, and we insult Pixonic, and for great reason, because they have definitely tormented their game in the past, and made very corrupt decisions, I believe. But I think it's in Pixonic's best interest to give us a reward for our time in playing the game, and for players who have quit or stayed in the game, whatever. It could get some of the players that have quit. If they see this, they might come in and just be like, I'm going to collect the gold or whatever. And then if you make a commitment to making some better changes for the game that are not pay-to-win decisions, you are going to receive, I think, an applause from many of these players. I know many people are going to be haters, but I know that there's also many people that are willing to forgive Pixonic. It's a game developer. I'm not going to hold a grudge on a game developer. That just seems very stupid to me. And if they just give us 1,000 gold and they make a video where it's like, we're sorry, whatever, we're going to do this, so, and so, I think that overall the negativity in the game is going to reduce. Extremely so, that I think that most of the negativity will be non-existent after they make these changes. And we've seen that with the less content updates that they mentioned already. I'm seeing the negativity go down decently. Now, I'm not saying that it's gone, I'm not saying that it's nearly gone at all, but I'm saying that it has gone down. So obviously, if they just post some of these things where they're actually going towards public opinion, I think that that's going to help the game. Alright, number 7, and this is, again, it's a side note. These are not in order. Again, these are not in varying. This is not like number 1's going to be the most important or whatever. I'm just doing this in order as I think. And that is the gold times for speed up. I really think gold needs to be reevaluated. Currently, if you're playing and you're collecting your daily rewards, on average you'll probably earn about 100 gold. And you know, to get that 5th slot or whatever, it's going to take 50 days or almost 2 months to collect. And for speeding up upgrades, I think that that's a little bit much. I think there needs to be some other way to get gold. We saw the Royale. The Royale is getting nerfed to hell, and that's because it is being combined with the black market. I think that's actually a good decision, as long as they make it actually a good way to get resources. But, you know, I really think gold needs to be something that needs to be reevaluated and looked at. And they need to realize that, yes, this is a valuable resource, and even if they don't boost the economy, if they make gold easier to get, we can spend it on what we want. We can spend it to get components, to speed up upgrades, to get silver for boosters, whatever we want. I think that's a great approach to it. If they make gold a lot easier to get, I think that's going to very much improve the game. Well, not I think, I know it will. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're on number 8. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that is passive modules. Overall, I am a fan of the modules concept. I'm not a fan of the execution that Pixonic did, because it really made the game super weird. Last Stand is a module that's OP. You don't know if it's activated. I was just yesterday going up against Last Stand module player, and I was shooting at him, and I was like, what the hell? I was shooting off my entire Exodus in my Mercury, and it was doing nothing. I fired off that entire Exodus, and I got killed immediately because I was reloading. That's a problem. I think we need to reevaluate those and look at even if they should be in the game. And if they want to take them out entirely, I am all for that. You know, it's just that MK4, MK5, whatever aspect of it, that as soon as you're at level 12, there's so many more levels that you can get, that it's going to take you years to actually get a good hanger. And I think that this is one of those aspects that just needs to be taken out or reevaluated. and they're expensive at 5,000 gold for last stand modules. Let's do the math here. If you have meta level bots that have 3 active module slots, well, that's going to be 15,000 gold per bot if you want to put on last stand, times 5 bots in your hangar, times 5 hangars, and again, we're just doing the maximum. It's going to cost 365,000 gold. That's like that's $3,000, guys. No one has that money to spend on a mobile game, and I don't understand why they did that. All right, number 9 or 10. I haven't kept track at this point. This will be the last and final one. Active modules. I'm a big fan of active modules. I love that they did anti-stealth. It gives you, in that 2 second, I actually really love that, like the anti-stealth healing and lockdown modules. I think they're very great additions to the game, and I can't wait to see if they add a couple more active modules. But I think the way that they did it with the power cells was weird, because again, these full squad with boosters are playing 10 matches. I'm pretty sure like 20 matches per hour. Meanwhile, we're playing 8 because our matches aren't just full squads destroying other randoms. They're actually like very intense battles that take place over the course of 10 minutes sometimes, and people are going to be earning less honor points, which means less activations because you get all your honor points from your battle rewards. So I think that needs to be reevaluated. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of like the actual power cell concept in itself. I think that there should be like 3 or so activations at every single battle for every single player, no matter what. Maybe for the lower leagues it could be like 2 because these players are kind of getting into the game, so they're not going to be using the active modules. But I think there needs to be some sort of way, because these full squads are playing so many matches, and then, you know, they have their boosters on at the same time, so they're going to be able to get like 10-12 honor points per battle. Well, guess what? That means they're going to have like double the activation. They're probably going to be able to activate them twice as much, and that really sucks for free-to-play players, I think. So, I hope you like this video, and have a great day. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you on the flippy flip. Yeah.